There's people that's questioning something that I wanted to talk about and address. So we're right now in the thick of uh, actually conference play. The conference tournaments pretty much end today, and Selection Sunday is obviously tomorrow. And you're hearing a lot of people question, why does it seem like the women's college basketball is getting more excitement, getting more press than the men's? Why is there a focus on the women's March Madness, or why is there more excitement with the women's March Madness than there is with the men's this year? And what's interesting to me is how simple of an answer this is, and how nobody is talking about it. This is the most simplest answer I think I could ever give. One of the biggest reasons why basketball is more popular in a sense of social media, more popular in a sense of globally than football, is because basketball has found a way and understand quickly how important it is not just to promote the teams, but to promote players. Because you can see the players, it's easier to promote them. And you understand that while you have some of the diehard fans who's going to love a team and always going to love a team, majority of the fans of a sport, especially basketball, like the players more than the teams. So what basketball has done, what the NBA has done, what the WNBA hasn't done a good job at, which I would hope that they do better at, is they have focused in on promoting their players more than their teams. And that has done, I mean, you see, while yes, football and the NFL is still king in the United States, you see globally, football is getting killed by basketball globally, because obviously football is only played in, Canada and United States and stuff, but players are promoted more. Tom Brady is much more popular in the United States, and LeBron James is way more popular everywhere else in the world. So when you bring it back down to the NCAA, you hear people scream NIL. You hear people scream there isn't really a great men's basketball team this year. You hear people scream, the product is bad. No. There's more parity in college sports than there's ever been. You can attach NIL to that and recruiting to that. But the biggest reason, in my opinion, that the women's NCAA is more popular right now or this year than the men's is simple. They are promoting their players more than the men are. The men are promoting think about this. Think about this. I'm sure a casual basketball fan knows who Caitlin Clark is. I'm almost sure a casual basketball fan does not know who the best player in college basketball men's side is. The casual fan does not know that Zach Edey has been by far the best basketball player this year. But I'm sure the casual fan does know who Caitlin Clark is, or who Angel Reese is, or who Juju Watkins is. Or they can name a bunch of people on, Camila Cardoza, who they know who she is. If you don't promote the right way, you're going to get what you're going to get out of promotion. Like, look, I think that college basketball is in a great place. I think that when you have so many, a vast of great players, Brittany just said Caleb Love. Caleb Love has been great for Arizona. RJ Davis has been great for Maryland. UNC. There's been some great basketball players, but the NCAA doesn't really promote their players as much as they promote the teams. The women's side has promoted their players more because they understand, while yes, Iowa is a good team, it's easier to promote Caitlin Clark than it is to promote Iowa. While yes, you know what's also proof about this? I watch basketball every single day. I know more about Juju Watkins and what she's done this year than Bronny James, who plays for the same school. That's no offense to him. That's just promotion. I understand that USC wasn't really good this year due to injuries and everything, but they promoted Juju way better than they promoted Bronny James. And that's how I know who more than likely is going to win the Women's Player of the Year in Caitlin Clark over Zach Edey, who is about to be a two consecutive Player of the Year. Yet, nobody knows him. The women's side has, at least NCAA, understood this year the importance of attaching themselves to the name of the players. And the men's did not. And that's how we see, come March, right now, there's more excitement with the women's side than there is the men's. I know who Cameron, I forgot her last name. I apologize. I think she is the player for Stanford. I know, Georgia Amore, Elizabeth Kitley. I know these players because they're promoted to me. I can't name you. Outside of my school. Because I know everyone from North Carolina, but I can't name you who have been like the 10 best players in college basketball on the men's side this year. But I can name you who has been the 15 best players in college basketball with the women's. It's about marketing and promotion. The NCAA women's side has adapted, for lack of a better term, how the NBA promotes their players. The NCAA on the men's side has not. And that's why we look up. And at least for this year, the casuals know more about the men's side than they do the women's. I'm sorry. They know more about the women's side than they do the men's. And there's more interest on the women's side than they do the men, than there is the men's. It's about promotion. Promote your players. And I promise you'll get a good return. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.